Have you ever asked yourself why Netflix binges, endless scrolling, or junk food always leave you feeling empty afterward? Here's why. Every time you scroll TikTok, crush a bag of chips, or watch just one more episode, your brain floods with dopamine, the chemical that drives motivation and reward. Sounds great, right? The problem is this. When dopamine is triggered too often, your brain's receptors become less sensitive. Think of it like turning up the volume on a song until your ears go numb. That's what overstimulation does to your brain. Suddenly, normal life, reading, studying, or even talking with friends feels dull. You need bigger and bigger hits of dopamine just to feel the same spark. And this isn't just theory. Research from Stanford and Harvard shows that overstimulation changes how your prefrontal cortex works. That's the part of your brain that controls focus, self-discipline, and decision-making. In other words, too much dopamine isn't just stealing your joy. It's rewiring your brain against you. But here's the good news. In just 21 days, you can reset your brain's reward system. You can get your focus back, boost motivation, and actually enjoy the simple things again. And in this video, we'll show you exactly how. Make sure to stick around until the end. So what exactly is dopamine? Most people think dopamine is about pleasure, but here's the twist. Dopamine isn't what makes you enjoy something. It's what makes you want it. It's less about happiness and more about drive, craving, and motivation. Every time you see a new notification, unwrap junk food, or even anticipate a reward, your brain releases dopamine. Notice the key word, anticipate. The spike happens before the reward, not after. That's why scrolling through Instagram feels addictive. It's the endless, maybe the next post will be even better that keeps your brain hooked. In neuroscience, this is called the dopamine reward prediction error. If the outcome is better than expected, dopamine shoots up. If it's worse, it crashes. This constant up and down cycle is why modern habits, binge-watching, gaming, online shopping, feel like roller coasters for your brain. Here's the problem. When this cycle runs all day, your brain's reward system gets overstimulated. Over time, the baseline dopamine level drops, and suddenly ordinary things like reading, learning, or exercising don't excite you anymore. That's why someone can spend hours gaming but can't focus 10 minutes on a book. So how do you know if your brain is running on dopamine overload? Here are some red flags neuroscientists and psychologists point to. 1. Nothing feels exciting anymore. The things that used to make you happy, hobbies, books, even conversations, now feel flat. That's a sign your reward system is desensitized. 2. You're stuck in the just one more loop. Whether it's one more TikTok, one more episode, or one more snack, you can't stop even when you know you should. That's not willpower failing, that's dopamine conditioning. 3rd, constant brain fog. Instead of feeling focused, your mind is scattered. Research shows dopamine imbalance weakens the prefrontal cortex, the brain's control center for focus and decision-making. 4. Mood swings and low motivation. High dopamine habits like sugar, scrolling, or gaming create huge spikes and crashes. Over time, your baseline drops so low that you feel unmotivated, tired, or even mildly depressed when not getting those hits. 5. Addiction-like cravings. A 2021 study in Nature found that dopamine circuits activated by social media are strikingly similar to those triggered by gambling or drugs. If you feel restless without checking your phone every few minutes, that's a dopamine craving. If several of these sound familiar, it's your brain's way of saying, hey, I'm overloaded, time to reset. And that's exactly where dopamine detox comes in, because realizing these patterns is the first step to breaking them. So tell us in the comments, which sign do you catch yourself struggling with the most? Now let's clear something up first. A dopamine detox doesn't mean shutting off dopamine completely. That would be impossible, and honestly dangerous. Dopamine isn't just about pleasure, it's the chemical that drives survival. Eating, learning, even getting out of bed in the morning. What a detox really does is reduce overstimulation, giving your brain's reward system a chance to reset. Think of it like rebooting a computer that's been running too many apps at once. Here's what happens scientifically. Receptor reset. When you stop bombarding your brain with instant rewards, like scrolling or sugar, your dopamine receptors gradually become sensitive again. This means ordinary activities start to feel rewarding once more. Baseline recovery. Your natural dopamine baseline rises back up. Suddenly, reading a book or exercising doesn't feel like a chore. It actually feels good. Prefrontal cortex boost. Studies show reduced overstimulation strengthens the prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain that controls discipline, planning, and focus. Translation, you get your self-control back. Lower stress and anxiety. Dopamine and cortisol, the stress hormone, are linked. Once the constant dopamine roller coaster stops, your stress levels drop too. In fact, researchers from Cambridge found that people who took just 2 weeks off from high dopamine habits like gaming showed measurable improvements in mood, focus, and motivation. So, a dopamine detox isn't about depriving yourself forever. It's about pressing pause, letting your brain heal, and then enjoying rewards in moderation without letting them control you. And now you're probably wondering, okay, but how do I actually do this? That's where the 21-day reset comes in. Here's how you reset your brain step by step. Think of it as a 3-week journey where each stage lowers overstimulation and strengthens your natural motivation. Week 1, awareness and subtraction. Your goal in the first 7 days is to identify your biggest dopamine traps and cut back. Make a quick list. Is it scrolling, gaming, junk food, or Netflix? Don't quit everything at once. That backfires. Instead, remove the worst offenders. For example, if TikTok eats 3 hours of your day, delete it from your phone or set app timers. Replace the habit with a neutral reset. Go for a walk, stretch, or drink water whenever you feel the urge. Research shows just reducing one high dopamine habit can raise your baseline motivation in as little as a week. Week 2, replace with natural dopamine. Now that you've cleared space, it's time to fill it with activities that boost dopamine in healthy, sustainable ways. Exercise. Even 20 minutes of brisk walking increases dopamine and serotonin naturally. Learning. Pick up a book, podcast, or skill. Novelty triggers dopamine in a good way. Social connection. Real-life conversations release oxytocin and dopamine together, giving a deeper sense of reward than social media likes. Nutrition. Add omega-3 foods like salmon or walnuts, and tyrosine-rich foods, eggs, beans, almonds. Both are building blocks for dopamine. Think of this week as teaching your brain that joy can come from effort, not just instant hits. Week 3, deep reset and rewire. By now, cravings for quick dopamine will have calmed. Week 3 is about strengthening focus and discipline. Digital fasting. Try 1 full day with 0 social media or streaming. It'll feel weird at first, but by day's end, your brain feels sharper. Flow activities. Dedicate time to something that requires deep focus. Journaling, coding, art, or even long workouts. These create slower, steadier dopamine releases that build long-term satisfaction. Mindfulness practice. Meditation or even 10 minutes of quiet breathing helps balance your brain's reward and stress systems. Studies show that people who practice deep focus and mindfulness during dopamine detoxes report higher motivation and productivity even months later. By the end of 21 days, your dopamine receptors are more sensitive, your focus is sharper, and everyday joys, a conversation, a workout, or a walk outside, actually feel good again. And here's the kicker. Once you reset your brain, you can still enjoy Netflix or social media, but they no longer own you. So what happens after the reset? Energy returns. No more midday crashes. Your brain runs on steady fuel. Focus sharpens. Suddenly books, work, or even conversations feel engaging again. Mood lifts. With balanced dopamine, little things, music, nature, laughter, spark genuine joy. Discipline grows. You're not constantly battling cravings, so willpower finally feels natural. It's like upgrading your brain's operating system. But here's where most people slip, going all or nothing. If you cut everything at once, you'll crash. Instead, remove triggers step by step, replacing one bad habit with another. Quit TikTok but binge YouTube, same trap. Not planning replacements. If you don't have healthy activities ready, exercise, journaling, learning, boredom will push you back to old patterns. Quitting too soon. Most people relapse around week 2. Push through. That's when real rewiring happens. At the end of the day, dopamine isn't the enemy. It's what drives humans to explore, create, and succeed. The problem is too much, too fast. A 21-day detox simply restores balance, giving you back motivation, focus, and joy in the everyday. Now, if you're ready to take back control of your brain and your life, don't stop here. Hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below telling us what habit you're cutting first in your dopamine detox. And share this video with a friend who needs the reset. And if you want to go deeper, tap the videos on screen to discover 7 things destroying your health and how to fix it. And don't miss Eat This, Not That, the diet that supercharges your brain and memory. Your brain, your body, and your future self will thank you.